Yo, what up, Libra? How are y'all doing? This is your extended reading for February 2023. So I'm hitting basically some situations that I didn't touch on for the monthly and the bonus. If you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading, please check the description box of this video. That's where you're going to find everything you need to know. Oh, something just jumped out for you. Oh, the 9 of Pentacles. So I'm going to put this back in the deck, but some of you have been single for way too long. Or so you think, way too long. But yeah, anyway, though, what I'm looking at here is the next person who's due to come in. And I word it that way very strategically and deliberately. The next person due to come in. What's the next soul contract due to come into Libra's life? Let's get a general energetic outline. Chariot in the reverse could be a Cancer for some of you. Hang on. All right. Ooh, also have Pisces here. You know what? I'm kind of feeling like okay, so you may, by the time this person shows up, this may be like the least person you would have ever suspected. Some of you have your eye on one particular person and it's not them, it's somebody else. Yeah. I'm feeling like this person got a lot of feelings for you, but you're overthinking it. Not really sure if you're even feeling it. Maybe you kind of go a little bit back and forth. Some days you think you might be feeling it. Other days, maybe not. This person may be, again, because it's so unexpected, probably unlike anybody you've ever dealt with before. Been seeing lots of self-esteem issues coming up here lately in these extended readings. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you sense a little bit of insecurity from this person. That's a little bit of a turnoff, kind of like, oh, nobody likes that, man. I'm sorry. Sorry, nobody likes that. That's just the truth. Just the truth, man. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're a man, woman, gay, straight, low self-confidence and low self-esteem is not attractive. It's just not. It's just not, and that may be kind of having you feeling like, oh, I don't know if I'm feeling this person. I don't know. So could be an Aries for some of you. Let's see. Who do I got? Oh, the Devil card reversed too. I have Aries, Capricorn, Virgo, Cancer, and Pisces. Okay. Yeah, I see you wondering whether or not you're wasting your time. Not sure if this is going to be a waste of time or if it's going to be anything successful. I think it has the potential to be long-term, though. But this is another thing that I've been seeing here in these readings a lot is masculine energy needs some work. Whichever one of you resonates most with the masculine, that masculine energy is off balance and it needs some work. Okay. We have the Empress in the upright, but the Emperor in the reverse. So we got to work on balancing out that divine masculine energy, y'all. We got to. It's got to be balanced on both ends. We need to, we in the spiritual community, we need to start screaming this message louder. Okay. There's a big war right now between masculinity and femininity. And they need to both come together in their divine forms. Because if they don't both come together in their divine forms, we're never going to win. We don't win until the yin and the yang come together. Okay? That's all there is to it. All there is to it. Anyway. Okie dokie. Let's see this person's actual intentions. Let's see their feelings, their intentions. How they see you, how do they feel about you, what kind of person are they? So I think they have a lot of passion for you. They want things to pick up and move really quick. Devil card reversed again. So yeah, for those of you wondering, I don't think they want a toxic relationship. They could have come out of a toxic relationship in the past. So I think this person is probably taking very strong precautions not to get involved in any type of toxic connection. They may be a little bit overly cautious. But if the person you are dealing with is the masculine, I do think they have every intention of working on that. This person intends to be emotionally independent. Right now, they're just looking for red flags. They do have a lot of feelings for you with the Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, a lot of passion, but they're holding back to make sure this doesn't turn toxic and there are no red flags. Excuse me. God damn. Okay. So I have Leo, Capricorn, and Aries here in the spread. Looks pretty good, though. It looks solid. Looks very, very solid. This person's not needy. They are not codependent. They're very cautious. Okay, well, let's go straight to the outcome then. Outcome. Okay, the moon card. It's going to take a little bit for the two of you to really fully open up to each other, I think. Chariot reversed again. Yeah, moving kind of slow between the two of you. Moving kind of slow. Y'all are communicating, getting to know each other. Nobody's walking away from this, for those of you who are wondering. The two of you are coming together and learning how to balance each other out. Okay. You know, I got news for you. Even when the universe decides to deliver you the person it has picked to be your life partner, that doesn't necessarily mean that when the two of you come together, that you're both going to be in the perfect headspace. Okay. All you have to do is vibrationally match up to each other. That's all you have to do. But very frequently, there's still lots of work that needs to be done on both parts. Oh, there's still going to be work to be done. Oh, yes, there is. It's just that all of the little petty, childish, common sense shit that would always be all fucked up and toxic back when you were dealing with somebody that wasn't your person, those little problems won't be present. They will not. Like the biggest one is trust. That's the biggest one. The two of you will know that you can trust each other. Okay. And I feel like that's probably what the first month or so is going to be dedicated to, is the two of you coming together, finding your balance, being able to balance each other out and whatnot. But I do see the two of you both working on this, and looks like it's headed in a pretty positive direction so far. Is there any advice? Any advice? What fell on the floor here? Okay, equal give and take. Equal give and take. But no expectations. I know that seems a little bit paradoxical. Equal give and take, but don't do anything with an expectation in mind. Do you know how, and I see this all the time, be scrolling social media and you see people bitching. And they're bitching and bitching and bitching and bitching and bitching and bitching. And do you know what they're bitching about? Their own expectations. That's what they're bitching about. Your own expectations. And I know, as humans, it's kind of natural for us to have expectations. But the older we get, the more we need to kind of learn the more we are fulfilled ourselves and the more integrity that we learn to adapt, the less our expectations kind of get the best of us, you know? So, equal give and take, but don't get hung up on expectations if you can manage that. All right. And look, check this out too. This is what's so cool about this. You see that? He's holding a little Libra symbol. See that? Isn't that cool? I thought that was interesting. Page of Wands reversed. No childish drama. None. None. No little childish drama. No little high school bullshit. You know, like, for example, clinginess and jealousy. You know, you shouldn't have to tell a person how to respect you and how to respect a relationship. Let them do whatever the hell they want. If you let them do whatever they want, I promise you, they will show you what they want. It's a hard path to walk, but ever since I started walking that path, fucking changed everything. Telling you, changed everything. Step back and let them do what they want. If you're ever wondering how somebody feels about you, just sit back and watch. They'll tell you immediately. They'll tell you through their actions. If you're wondering what somebody's intentions are, step back and watch. Their actions will tell you immediately. Okay? So most importantly, this is going to be a whole new cycle. So if things seem a little bit strange, unlike anything you've dealt with before, that's a good thing. Don't be comparing this person to a past person on either side of that coin. You don't want to be comparing them to the last person that hurt you, but you also don't want to be comparing them to the last person you fell in love with either. That's another big mistake that I see people make. They fell in love with somebody years ago, and they're constantly trying to recreate that feeling. Well, if you're trying to recreate that vibration, you're going to keep constantly manifesting the same outcome. The primary law is the law of vibration. Everything that manifests is based on the vibration. So if you're trying to recreate a vibration you felt in the past, then you're going to manifest the outcome you experienced in the past. Okay? All right. New person. New person, new person. If you're not dealing with somebody who just recently showed up and made an appearance in your life, this is not for you. Ooh, the death card. Two more. Ten of Wands reversed. Star card reversed. Ace of Cups reversed. Some of you might be afraid that this is unrequited love. Some of you are afraid of being the only one who falls in love. You have a negative outlook. You're spending a little bit too much time painting a worst case scenario out in your mind. I know it's tough. I know it's difficult. We're humans. That's our ego. That's what the ego is designed to do, to keep you safe. But we got to catch it. You got to be the observer and controller of your thoughts. So you observe your thoughts. When you observe yourself having a negative thought, that's cool. You're a human. Don't kick yourself. Just be like, oops, shit, error thought. Switch it to something else. Quit thinking about that. What always helps me is I'll take it. And this is one way that up to this point always helps me navigate the right timeline. Whenever I think about like a worst case scenario, oh my God, well, what if this happens? Then I'll pop away and say, well, there is a timeline where that happens. There's also a timeline where the best case scenario happens. Which one am I going to focus on? I'm not going down that negative timeline because it's there. Oh, it's there. Every scenario you could possibly dream up in your imagination is out there. It's out there. Take a step back and just remind yourself that. What if this happens? What if this happens? Well, there is a timeline where that happens. There is. And equally, there's also a timeline where the best case scenario happens. So which one am I going to sit here and feed my energy to? Think about that. We're going to have to look here at this person's intentions, though, because I feel like you're just waiting to catch them in a lie. Just waiting. Just waiting to find out they're talking to somebody else. Just waiting to find out they weren't really where they said they were. You know, waiting to catch them in a lie. Okay, let's see. Could be a Scorpio, by the way. I also have Aquarius. Scorpio and Aquarius. Okay. Well, let's see what their intentions really are then. What are their intentions? What kind of person are they? How do they see you? How do they feel about you? Page of Pentacles. Okay. So for some of you, you could be dealing, especially if you're dealing with a male. It doesn't matter if it's a male or not, though. But you could be dealing with somebody who likes to lead with their money, possibly. And especially if you're not materialistic, that could be off-putting. This person's ready to start new, start fresh. I see what they're doing. Okay, so what they're doing is they are looking back at the last relationship that failed, and they're trying too hard to not make the same mistakes that they did in the last relationship. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. Yeah. So like this person's been spending a lot of time sitting back thinking about what they did wrong. And maybe they didn't even do anything wrong. But you know how when you get caught up with the wrong person that you shouldn't have been fucking with anyway, and then things go wrong and you constantly think, oh my God, what did I do? What did I do? Why am I not good enough? Maybe I should have done this. Maybe I should have done that. Maybe I should have, whatever. That's what this person's been going through. Again, low self-confidence, low self-esteem. So they're afraid of making the same mistakes with you. So I feel like they're trying a little bit too hard to like overcompensate and do things right. And that can put an energy in the air that's really uneasy and weird, you know? Okay. Not bad intentions, though. So, no, I don't think that they're a liar. They may be trying to play it off. They may be trying to play it off and pretend they have it all together when they don't. But I don't see them trying to mislead you for the sake of trying to manipulate you or anything like that. Okay. Outcome. What's the outcome? 7 of Cups reversed. Okay. I don't see any other love options making their way into your life. And that's a good thing because they don't need to while you're focused on somebody else. 10 of Swords, World card. 6 of Wands, Lover's card reversed. I don't know, man. I'm just seeing you struggling to really feel the type of connection you think you should be feeling. Struggling with that. Struggling with it. And you're contemplating throwing in the white towel and giving up on this, but I don't think you're actually going to. I don't think that you're going to. Hmm. So it's headed towards the decline, honestly. I don't see it coming to an end, but if it keeps heading in this direction, it will eventually. What's the advice then? What's the advice? Queen of Wands reversed. Okay, well. Okay, well, first of all, okay, cut off any other love options. That will definitely sabotage a connection. Oh, yes, it will. But first things first, keep an open mind. Keep an open mind. If you expect to have something that's unlike anything you've ever experienced before, of course it's not going to feel like anything that you would have expected. It's not supposed to. It's not supposed to. Our egos have really silly imaginations. We think we can paint an accurate picture in our mind of what it would be like to have something that's unlike anything we've ever experienced before. But the ego is not capable of processing that type of information. It's just not. The only thing the ego is a record of past experiences. The only thing the ego can do is paint a picture of what it thinks it might be like. 99% of the time, it's dead wrong. Okay? And maintain your emotional independence. Okay? This right here is the most important key ingredient to laying a solid foundation, especially with a new connection. Okay? And basically, what this means is I don't need you to create my happiness for me because you can't. I am responsible for my own happiness. The void in my heart is my responsibility. My emotional triggers are my responsibility. The way I feel, ultimately, at the end of the day, is my responsibility. Now, again, that does not mean that when two people come together, they can't do everything that they can to try to, make each other feel better and make each other happy. And that's not what I'm saying. What I'm talking about is we need to get out of the vibration of lack, need, and desperation. We need to get out of that vibration. Okay. Believe it or not, I'm going to state a very unpopular opinion. You were not born with needs. No, you weren't. No, you weren't. That's all done due to programming. You hear how many people talk about, oh, that's one of your needs. You don't have, the only need that you have is food and water. Those are your needs. All this other bullshit is just programming. You know why? You don't have needs other than the need to survive and procreate, maybe. All the other needs are due to programming. And well, let me put it to you like this. You're not incomplete. How about that? That make a little bit more sense? You are not incomplete. You are not a half of a person. you know how many times I hear that phrase, my other half? Who brainwashed us with this stupid idea that we are only half of a person? Well, that's how they built the third dimension. That's how they built it. See, up at source, we are everything. Masculine, feminine, and everything in between. This is how the system works. Listen, we're masculine, feminine, and everything in between up at source. In order to incarnate in these human skin suits, the masculine and the feminine has to split off. So your average person is either more masculine or more feminine. Your average person. 9 out of 10 people are either more masculine or more feminine. So that, along with all the shit that we've been programmed to believe, it creates this illusion of this void that's inside of us. And we're led to believe that the only way to fill that void is for somebody to come into your life and do it for you. But they can't. They can't. In order for those two people who align with each other's highest good to be a vibrational match, both of those people have to go inside and tap into divine source love energy and balance that out themselves first. You have to balance out your masculine and feminine first. They have to balance out their masculine and feminine. And then the two of you come together as divine masculine and divine feminine. Does this make sense? I've been working for 5 years now to try to figure out a way to explain that. And I feel like I'm getting better at it. As long as it's understandable. I know that may not make sense to some of you. And if it doesn't, I understand. I get it. We've been so trained to think the opposite of that could like make your head hurt trying to think about that. I would just like to invite you, though, to take that concept and put it on the back burner and bring it up to the forefront from time to time and think about it. Put it back. Bring it up. Think about it. Put it back. Okay? All righty. General messages. General, career, finance, friends, family, anything but love. What general messages do we have for my Libra friends? The Temperance reverse. There's something you're starting to get kind of impatient waiting on something. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Hang on. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, there's some sort of change that you're getting a little bit impatient waiting on a change to be made. Either a change of job, maybe you're wanting to move and change locations. There's something you're waiting for it to change. And some of you have made it a goal to dedicate 2023 to making this big change. And it just doesn't look like it's doing it yet. And it's kind of telling me that if you get too impatient and try to push it and force things to change, things could come crashing down. You might get the change you want. Hey, I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to tell you one thing that I learned on my journey. I know how annoying those slow, gradual, transitionary changes are. I know it. I don't like it either. I can't stand it. But I'm going to tell you what right now, especially if it's a big life-changing change, it's much better for it to change slowly and gradually than overnight. I promise you that. Oh, I promise you that. So I do think that this change is coming, but it is kind of, I kind of feel like I'm being given a warning that continue to be patient and trust the process, because if you try to push things too fast, you'll find out real quick why you shouldn't have done that. Okay. Okay. That was extremely general, but whatever. That's what came through. Okay, now random freestyle advice. Whatever kind of advice Libra needs to hear. Okay, the Three of Wands. Two more. We got super chat. Who's that? Jermel. Thank you so much for that super chat. Appreciate you. Okay. Ooh, there's that Tower card again. Okay. All right. Hang on. Four Cups reversed. Okay. Okay. So some of you have heard me give this advice before. So if you've heard me give this advice before, sorry, this is just a little reminder. I think this is for the new faces. Okay, let me explain it to you like this. People come to me all the time and they ask me, should I questions. I get dozens of should I questions every single day. Should I go look for a new job? Should I move to a new state? Should I write this book I've been wanting to write? Should I start this YouTube channel I've been wanting to start? Should I? Okay. I don't know how much you all know about me or how long you've been following me, but I specialize primarily in energy behavior and the science of manifestation. In order to specialize in this, one must develop their own personal relationship with the universe. Okay? Thank you, Victoria, for that super chat. So, if you are ever wondering whether or not you should do something, you don't need to come pay me and ask me. I'll tell you how to find out. Try it. Try it. The universe is very simple. If the answer is no, you should not, the universe will not let it happen. Oh, no, it won't. You must first walk up to the door and see if it triggers the motion sensor and gets it to open. If it doesn't, knock on it. If that door doesn't open, back away. Now, either A, return back to it periodically until it finally opens, or go find a door that will open. That's where it branches off. But if you're ever wondering whether or not you should do something, try it. You have to take action first, and the universe will tell you right away, yes or no. Now, also, too, on the other side of that coin, you need to learn how to recognize an open door of opportunity. We have the worst, nothing irritates me more than watching somebody walk right past an open door, and when a door slams shut in their face, they try to kick it open. That is so annoying, dude. So annoying. So remember, on one side of that coin, knock on the door, the metaphorical door, the proverbial door, that's a metaphor, to see if you can get it to open. But also, too, you need to learn how to recognize when a door is opening. Another question I get very frequently. I got this new opportunity. Is this the right decision? I'm like, that door wouldn't have opened if it was the wrong decision. Now, let's say that door opens and you're able to pass through with little to no resistance. Does that mean that the experience is going to be rainbows and unicorns? No. It's very possible that the reason why that door opened and the reason why you took that path won't be made apparent till way later on down the line looking back. Okay? So don't be so quick to judge a situation, because what people are asking when they say, should I, is if I do this, will it yield a positive experience? Well, maybe it'll yield a positive experience immediately, or maybe it'll start a domino effect that hits a target 3 years down the line. Either way, universe is not going to open a door that you shouldn't go through. There will always be a reason, always. Now, this is among many of the concepts that you want to introduce to yourself when you are on a path developing your own relationship with the universe. But that's a big one. That's a big one. If you're wondering, well, I wonder if I should move to a new state. Start taking action towards it. Start taking some kind of actions and see, are doors opening? Am I being nudged and pushed in that direction? Or am I being pushed back, pushed back, pushed back, pushed back, pushed back? Okay, well, I think the universe is saying no. Okay, back away from that then. Telling you, takes a little bit of practice at first. There'll be a few mistakes at first. You might stumble and fall a couple of times, but after a while, you get the hang of it. You get the hang of it, and then it'll get to the point where you won't need to come ask me shit because you trust the universe. I don't know what's coming up for me 6 months down the line. I have no fucking clue, but I do know one thing. Universe got my back, whatever it is. All right. I feel like those were the messages that my Libra friends needed to hear. So I am going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all again for tuning in and playing along. I greatly appreciate all of the love, support, and positive feedback you guys show me every single time I get on here and do this. Makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to check the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. And I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all stay blessed.